Anybody in this room that has a job that has all that stuff in it? They have a great job, they have freedom and independence, control, outlet for creativity, excitement. It doesn't exist in the job world. It only exists in the world of owning your own business. Well, there's risk, there is responsibility, a lot of pressure, fear of failure. It can overwhelm you. These are the disadvantages. There's obstacles, frustration. Obstacles could be trying to get a building permit, not being able to hire the right individual for a specific job function. There's lots of obstacles. Loneliness. This was my one issue. You know, I mean, 22 companies. You know, other than my wife for 33 years. I mean, who do I talk to? I got a business problem. Sure, we have mentors and stuff. You know, I didn't even know about SCORE at the time. I would have been a candidate. But you know, you make decisions. Yes.
So why 22 businesses and not one business for 22 years?
I master things and move on. That's my DNA. That's my makeup. I like to build stuff, and I also recognize that once you get to that point where you master a business, it becomes a paycheck. So my DNA is that I want to build them, flip them, take the profit as capital gains, invest it in another venture, and do it again. Never get bored. It's always something exciting. I pretty much always try something new. That's me. It may not be your style. Some people buy and hold forever. I live in New Smyrna Beach. There's people that have owned businesses for 175 years now. Family member. Are they running them successfully? Who knows? But that's just my opinion. But loneliness can play on you. And again, one of the differences between an independent business versus a franchise business, independent businesses, you really don't have anybody to talk to. Because you never want to say, you know, go to one of your Chamber of Commerce members and tell them that you have this really bad problem, cash flow problems, you can't pay the bills, they're going to turn the lights off next week. You know, now all of a sudden everybody's talking about your downturn in business. So you don't really have anybody to talk to. Franchise world, we pick up the phone and talk to any other franchisee in the country. Talk to your mentors, everybody has coaches, they have all kinds of team support people that you can ask all kinds of questions. And you can always try to take out the playbook for ways to get through any document division. There is some less financial, it's all about risk, so you basically have disadvantages, but they're all risk related. So, you know, you will measure your business strategy or the opportunity to purchase a business against your risk tolerance. So you have a capital to invest, lifestyle, competency, financial goals, and then you measure all that up against your risk tolerance, and it's either a yes decision or a no decision. So there are some disadvantages. I don't want to paint it all being rosy. So let's look at franchises as an option. Franchises. You do have a lot of success factors. You have other people that have paved the path for you. Franchises will always have a much higher success rate than an independent business, and I'll show you that in just a minute. You have support. You can pick up the phone in most cases 24/7, talk to a support person about virtually anything. You know, if somebody, a franchise that has 50 to 500 locations around the country, they've all been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So there isn't anything that you're encountering on a day-to-day basis that they already haven't identified, cleared the path, and figured out how to get either over it or around it. You have buying power. You have predictable results. You follow the path, and you most often will have predictable results. In most cases, you have name recognition. You don't have to be out there on the bleeding edge trying to get name recognition out there. You have a proven success system. You buy the program. That's what basically you're buying. You have assistance with financing. Some offer in-house financing. Some franchisors are plugged into what's called the SBA registry. So when you apply for an SBA loan as an independent business and they ask you for all the charts and diagrams and all that stuff, you've got to create it all. When you buy a franchise that has 300 locations around there, and in the last 2 years, they've processed 75 to 80 SBA loans for that particular franchisor. In most cases, a lot of the documentation already exists. They know the failure rate on the SBA loans or not. So most of the time, a better, well-versed and established franchisor will be able to get your SBA loan process through much more quickly, and also do it with a lot less stress on the business owner. Yeah, collaboration with other franchisees. If you look, I mean, Massage Envy is a great example. I think they have 16 locations here in the Central Florida area. You know, they've got a network. They have people, they have their own local ad fund. They all pay into a local ad fund. You see billboards out. They have monthly meetings. They talk to each other all the time. Very strong organization on a very localized level. So there's a lot of collaboration with other franchisees. Disadvantages, you know, people talk about this stuff all the time. Well, what are the royalties? Is it a cost? It's a cost of doing business. I'll explain this conceptually. Franchisors, people always, you know, look at franchising, oh gosh, it costs $300,000 to buy that franchise, or $60,000, or $175,000 to buy that franchise. Well, franchisors make nothing on it. They make nothing on it. The franchise, how much is a franchise fee? It doesn't matter. It's $40,000 to $60,000. It doesn't matter. It's part of your opening cost to do business. Franchisors make nothing on it. They only make money by having you be successful. They make 3%, 5%, 6%, 8%, 12%, 10%, 9%. Whatever their royalty is, you pay that. And it's usually done weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. They take it right out of your checking account. So if you do $50,000 in sales and your royalty is 6%, guess what? They're taking $750 out of your bank account every week. But it's a cost of doing business. And what are you paying for? You're paying for all the stuff that you see on the side. Proven success, marketing stuff, all of the system that they have.